guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Serena. Thank you so much for joining me here again today. So today I'm going to do a different kind of video. I'm not going to do any makeup reviews or kind of test any products for you guys. I'm actually going to sit down and talk about how I've been dealing with my eczema. So for those of you who aren't familiar, eczema is a type of skin condition. And your skin, you can either get like little patches or you can have it in bigger kind of sections of your body. And it usually happens in like the creases, so maybe behind your knees, or like mine specifically is like in my elbows or like your neck, anywhere where your body can crease. That's where the eczema can happen. So the eczema is just a dry skin condition, and it can become, it's very itchy. It can be irritating, you know, because if you sweat and then you're itching, you're going to be breaking out and you get these sores. And so it's just a really uncomfortable thing to have. And me specifically, mine really flares up in the summertime because it's hot, and, you know, and your creases and your body's starting to sweat, you get irritated and you want to scratch, and boom, my eczema flares up. So this year it's been pretty under control. Last year was a different demon itself, and I can attach a picture to show you guys what I was dealing with last year. But this year I've kind of got it under control, and I want to show you guys what I use to really handle my eczema. So let's start with, I think let's start with most importantly what I've done for myself rather than what products. And when I say that, I mean I've changed the way that I'm like what I'm eating. So I've changed my diet to kind of help my eczema. I know there are some foods that can kind of, it won't cause eczema, but it won't help lessen your symptoms, if that makes sense. So I took some notes to make sure I have everything written down correctly. So specifically, I've stopped eating less dairy. I'm not gonna say, listen, I'm trying to be dairy free. It's very hard. It's a very hard job, but dairy's in everything. So listen, we are trying to be dairy free. So in particular, I've been eating more apples, blueberries, and these are foods that will help like reduce the symptoms. So apples, blueberries, cherries. I love broccoli. I love spinach, kale, and then fatty fishes. So don't eat any of that tilapia, which is not even a real fish, is man-made, but like a good fatty fish, I believe like cod or like whiting, something really chunky like that. And I've been trying to lessen dairy, like I said. So the foods that you should be trying to avoid, so anything that's high in trans fat, so that can be like butter, margarine, fast food, any processed food. Try to avoid all that junk. It's not really good for you anyways, but especially if you have eczema, you don't want to contribute to that factor. And things that can also trigger your eczema. This is a big one for everyone. Sugar. Sugar is so hard to avoid. Sugar is in everything. Sugar is even in fruit. But if you can avoid those added sugars, so like sugary drinks, juice, soda. I know in my coffee, I try to lessen it. So I'll get Splenda instead, or maybe like, what is that, sugar in the raw. So I think that's a little bit better, but it's still sugar. Sugar in the raw or Splenda I try to go for. Avoid fast food and burgers. Avoid cakes, ice cream, anything with that added sugar. Try to avoid that, because that's just insulin and your body's like, ooh, let me eat some of that sugar. We don't need it. We don't need it. So if you can try to limit sugar where you can, that will definitely help your diet towards kind of reducing your eczema symptoms. So what I use for my body, what products I use. So let's start with before we step into the bathtub. So before I take my daily baths or showers for my eczema, I always like to exfoliate my body, and I use this body exfoliating sponge, and this is from Sephora. I believe it was maybe about $10, but it's just this black sponge and it has these hard bristles. Feel that? Oh, that's on my skin. And so I like to start from my feet up to my shoulder. I don't do my neck and my face. So I just move in circular motions and go up a little bit at a time. Now the places where I have eczema the most, so like in the creases of my arms, I'll go over that area just a little bit more, and I'm a little gentler, just because that skin is so delicate and it's kind of raw. So I'll just go over that area just a little light, but I will try to focus more on that area, just to let some of that dead skin or dry skin kind of come up. And you know, we want to hydrate our skin. So the eczema is obviously dry skin and we want to hydrate, so I'm trying to take off that extra layer of dry skin to make way for hydration. So this is before I take my showers. So I exfoliate my body, and then while I'm in the shower, I don't actually have it with me because it's in my bathtub, so I can include a picture. And I bought this soap from, I think I got it from CVS, but it's a mixture of hemp and lavender. And so I know lavender is supposed to be very good and like very soothing for your skin. So I've noticed a huge difference in using that. It's just a bar soap, so I've noticed a big difference in using that on my body. So I like to lather that first, either with a little body sponge or a washcloth, lather it and just do my whole entire body. And then I use a very mild scented body wash. So, I mean, the bar soap has a nice smell to it. It's very natural, but sometimes I want a little something. So I'll take, I think it's Caress that I use, and it's just a very like mild scented body wash, nothing special. So then when I get out the shower, depending on if it's nighttime or daytime, you know, bougie like that. So at nighttime, I like to put vitamin E oil on my body. And this is something that I got at the beauty supply store. I use this on my hair as well sometimes when I'm like just washing my hair. But I like to put this oil on my body because that way I know while I'm sleeping my body will be hydrated. My eczema will be hydrated, because you can't be dry if you put oil on your body. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I like to sleep with this oil on. But in the daytime, after I'm taking my showers, if I'm getting ready to go to work, I like to apply the CeraVe, and this is moisture cream. And so this one right here, it's actually accepted by the National Eczema Association for normal to dry skin. And what else does it say? It says developed with dermatologist. So this stuff is super, super good. So it even has hyaluronic acid in it, and you know that's supposed to help you retain your skin moisture and just to be hydrated. And it says gentle on skin, it's non-irritating. And also about this, I like there's no fragrance. So like I said, those fragrances or anything kind of added can irritate your eczema. So with this having no fragrance, gentle on your skin, it's accepted by the National Eczema Association. It was created with dermatologists. You can't go wrong with this. Now, sometimes if I'm feeling I want to have something with a little tiny smell, I will use the Shea Moisture, and it's the African Black Soap Soothing Body Lotion. And so this one has oats, aloe, and vitamin E. So I don't know if did I mention aloe vera yet? I'll get to that in a second. So the aloe and the vitamin E, like I said, this is vitamin E oil, and you have your vitamin E also right here in this body lotion. So all the vitamins and oils that you can get on your body, the better. So your eczema, you just need to find some kind of way to hydrate it. Because if you have ever seen or had dry eczema and you've been caught somewhere and you don't have any lotion or like oil to hydrate, it is the worst thing. Especially in the summertime. Like, it was like 100 degrees this past weekend. I was like, for me and my eczema, I just need to stay inside. Like, we cannot be outside. It's gonna be ridiculous. So another thing, what else was I gonna say? The aloe vera. So I have a little aloe vera plant, and what I find is if my eczema, so sometimes I scratch in my sleep. So I'll wake up and I have like scratches on my arms, or if like my eczema will be kind of like sore, be like, I think I was scratching in the middle of the night. So if I've seen that I've kind of like broken my skin, I like to apply the aloe vera. And so I'll just take a piece of the plant and break it off. And you know, aloe vera has like aloe vera gel in it. So I'll just go ahead and dab a small part of that on my arm and be good to go. And it has a very cooling sensation to it as well. So that's something natural, that's pretty easy to find, and it's good for your skin. So that's what I use. And then also back to the dieting part, with limiting all the sugar drinks, sugary sodas, all that stuff. Just drink water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So I feel like if you're hydrating your body, that water will eventually, you know, you're hydrating your skin, using your lotion, your oil, you should be good to go. And then last but not least, when your eczema is starting to calm down, so what my eczema is doing now, it's starting to leave dark spots on my body. So this is the Dark Spot Minimizing Body Cream from Gold Bond. And I've been using this for about a couple of days now. And it's, I mean, I can't see a difference yet. But it says visible results begin in 4 weeks. So I will definitely be looking for those visible results, because now I just have little dark spots on my arms. And it's not I mean, it bothers me. A lot of people don't notice it, but I just know it's there. Like, if you know something's there and it bothers you, and everybody else is like, no, I don't see it, but you know it's there, so it's gonna bother you. That's how I feel about my dark spots. So I would love to get those to go away. I've been looking at like using, I think it's turmeric and like honey, so I haven't tried that one yet, but any kind of natural, quick way to get these dark spots to go away, I would love. If you guys have any suggestions on how to get those dark spots to go away, I would love to hear those. But yeah, that is this video, and that is how I am handling my eczema in this summer 2019. I cannot wait for it to be fall time and for it to cool and my eczema to chill, because I am ready for summer to be over. I'm just ready. It needs to go. So yeah, that is how I handle my eczema and take care of it. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you use any of the tips that I do, share in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.